high. You know how I always do TJPW and go, oh, you know, they go, oh, super. Yeah, that's silly TJPW, and I love silly, absurdist Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, but it does a disservice to them to only portray super serious silliness on this channel and not the great wrestling that they also have. TJPW is more of a variety show than any of the other Joshi companies, in my opinion, but you always get the fun stuff, and that always reaches more people. But when they get serious for an actual dramatic drama and delivering good in-ring wrestling, it's very good. Some of the best Joshi exist in TJPW, and today, I want to highlight two of the absolute best in the world. The big kaiju Shoko Nakajima is truly one of the best out there. She might be TJPW's best professional wrestler. She represents the core of a professional in there, while being able to be completely silly and vulnerable out there, as she was a comedian prior to wrestling, according to Mr. Haku. She's one of the 4 pillars, the big boss souls that must be consumed by the unkindled like it's Dark Souls 3. And the protagonist of TJPW is their princess of Princess Champion, the princess of the entire realm of Tej. Legit, one of the best women's wrestlers who has the best faces in wrestling, with Chie Koshikawa being right behind her. And it's beyond just being adorable and snatching the camera and going like, yeah! In the whole L-O-V-E song, but she's highly emotive to the drama and always conveying the beat of her story in the match, but also unique to Miu Watanabe. Miu has already beaten the ace Miu Yamashita, a huge obstacle for her to overcome to win the Princess of Princess Championship, and now her first test is against Shoko Nakajima, who she has beaten before in tournament settings, but main event Shoko brings the S-tier elite caliber of wrestling to the battle. Miu Watanabe is trying to bring forth a new era into TJPW, but if she loses her first defense to a pillar, the status quo will continue. The first flame of Dark Souls kindles, and the cycle continues again. Miu must win, and decisively so. Shoko Nakajima was a smarter, experienced wrestler who can mat wrestle like a true pro, with clever moves and such control. Her body and expression told a story of a freaking Jedi Master who knows her opponent can beat her and has beaten her, so she respects her game, but knows she's also a master who can win if she plays it right. Miu's whole arc in this match was overcoming doubt, which she expresses through her face as she struggles to figure out how to handle such a super focused and determined kaiju. Using not just her power, but skills, and you can see when it works and how focused Miu becomes to calculate her next moves, treating Shoko like the boss she is, because Shoko can regain control at any moment, targeting the neck of Miu with relentless precision with every move after focusing on this part of her neck, the precise technique, the unmanned local train hold. Every single attack was to the neck, allowing for more openings to land moves like the Tope Suicida. But once Miu activates her power, you can see her face find that confidence. The way she's able to build that power into full focus is awesome, and the rest of the match is just great wrestling. Back and forth counters like Shoko Nakajima's counter of the giant swing into the unmanned local train hold. Miu Watanabe's tortured, brilliant expressions, all the damage to her neck, still finding the heart to make it and show her championship spirit. Shoko matching her spirit as well by being one step ahead constantly. Look at this face of pure focus, pure skill, forcing Miu with a count-out strategy and giving her no room to breathe. Shoko's game plan working in her advantage, but Miu back with the most insanely fast giant swing that you will see. Oh, eat your heart out, Claudio. As for the final act, Miu's face says it all. A back and forth between the two in a battle of who will hit their big move to finally end this. There's wonderful counters from the ever relentless big kaiju, but the power of Miu Watanabe is insanely awesome. Just look how she handles the big kaiju, and smashes her down. And this face right here, Miu is just so good at these faces. And then we have a final showdown in the most Western film way. Seriously, play some good, bad, and the ugly and cut back and forth over and over, and it's a Western duel that finally explodes into a laser beam and right into the teardrop for the successful first defense of her Princess of Princess Championship. It was a great match and a great showing for Miu Watanabe. It's one of my favorite matches this year and one of my favorite Miu Watanabe and Shoko Nakajima matches. Miu Watanabe has now defeated 2 of the required bosses in Dark Souls 3, and with Yuka Sakazaki graduated from TJPW, she only has 1 more left. In order to bring forth a new age of L-O-V-E, Miu Watanabe must defeat her dragon in the Joseph Campbell sense, a literal one too, her tag team partner in Daydream, the White Dragon, Rika Tatsumi. But regardless, I think Miu Watanabe is TJPW's best performer, and I believe she is one of the best Joshi in the world. Miu Watanabe expresses her emotion and the drama with her face with such a uniquely Miu way that she is almost in a field of her own in this regard, and she uses this innate talent to tell a championship story of a champion who sees a master warrior, has bits of doubt and fear in herself, but overcomes this with her power, her abilities, and discovers her confidence, realizing what she can do, and finally executes in a wonderful Miu way. Great match. TJPW has their comedy, but they also have great wrestling, and it's why I love TJPW so friggin' much. A love that is constantly growing every single time I watch them, and every single video I make makes me appreciate them even more. It's why the vast majority of my content this year was Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. Watch Tej, watch Shoko Nakajima, and watch Miu Watanabe, the woman with the best faces in Joshi.